Bigyan natin ng reaksyon, opinion itong post ni Congresswoman Leila de Lima sa kanyang official Facebook page na kung saan nadidismaya siya. In short, binuhos niya ang kanyang galit sa Administrasyong Marcos sa investigation ng flood control, lalo na yung ICI. Kasi ang ICI, nilagay niya dito, ICI set to end operations on March 31. Kaya dismayado, galit si Congresswoman de Lima. Sabi niya, sa hinabahaba ng prosesyon, sa dinami-dami ng pasakalye, sa pagsasara rin ang tuloy. Nilatag pa bilang Independent Commission for Infrastructure, pero hanggang flood control lang pala ang titignan. Iilan pa nga lang ang naimbestigahan. Wala ring silbi ang ginawang live streaming. Salamat po, Congresswoman de Lima. Sige, tuloy nyo. Batikusin mo ang Marcos Jr. Administration. Having a lot on its plate, President Marcos Jr. just let ICI shutdown instead of acting to certify as urgent our proposed ICAIC law, yung Independent Commission on Infrastructure, para imbestigahan ang lahat na infrastruktura, hindi lang flood control, kasi marami pang mga korupsyon sa ibang mga projects. Farm to market, yung mga school buildings, lahat. Excuse me, sa Armed Forces of the Philippines, yung pagpapatayo ng mga barracks, training facilities, ang daming kapalpakan. At ito sana ang purpose nitong bill na ginawa na ng Kongreso at Senado. Ang hinintay na lang, certify ni Pangulong Marcos, urgent, para maipasa. Lumalabas, ayaw ng palasyo na maituloy ang investigasyon. Kahit nga itong flood control, bitin. Grabe. Sabi niya, which would create a more independent, more fully equipped and empowered body to take over ICI. Pinasara na itong ICI. Tapos, di na rin pinausad ang ICAIC bill. Ginawang priority raw, pero wala namang nangyayari. Ganyan po ang ating Pangulo. Bola-bola lang, sabi ni Congressman Erese. Hindi natin ito dapat tantanan. Correct po. Magtulungan tayo regardless of color. Wala nang dilawan, green, whatsoever. Corruption ito. Sinisira yung kinabukasan ng ating mga anak, mga apu-apuhan, nakasalalay dito. Yes, agree ako, Congresswoman de Lima, hindi natin ito tatantanan. Kasama ito sa sinisigaw ng taong bayan, pagalawin nyo ang baso. Otherwise, it is becoming clearer by the day that the public is just being taken for a ride, na paasa lang ang administrasyon sa pangako ng seryosong investigasyon at paano anunsyo pang may mga big fish na makukulong sa biggest corruption scam in our history. Hay nako, to say that we're disappointed is an understatement. Mahiya naman ang administrasyong ito. Ang galing. Mahiya, tama. Ginagawa lang tayong, I don't know, how do I call it? Iniinsulto ang ating intelligence. Kaya ako, I'm sorry to say, wala na akong tiwala dito sa administrasyong ito. Magbasa tayo sa mga reaksyon. Pang ano lang itong ICI niya eh. Pang Sarsuela. Nel Gikaw, tumama ka din, de Lima. Yes, tama. Julio Samparo, I like you. Yan, madam. Finally, nakakita rin ako ng maganda sa mga ginawa mo. David Tan, kaya pala puro nagbitiw yung mga officials na amoy na walang papupuntahan ang investigasyon. Correct. Gitcholo Nonoy, ningas kugon lang pala. May prinoprotektahan malamang sa alamang nakukonsyami. Paano? Yung aligasyon ng 18 Marines, Pangulo mismo ang diniliberan nila. Paway at saka Forbes Park. Tapos ayaw imbestigahan ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Ang ombudsman, I don't know. Duterte ang tinuturo. Tawan-tuwa ang ombudsman nung mayroon daw picture of the so many pictures na isinabmit ng 18 Marines. Doon siya nakatutok. Oh, Duterte pa ito. Panahon 2022, nag-deliver sa isang speaker, Lord Alan Velasco. Tuwan-tuwa. At least inamin niya na mayroon ngang delivery ng maleta. Hindi lang panahon ni Marcos Jr., pati panahon ni Duterte. Duterte. O sige. So what? Di-imbestigahan yung nakatanggap. Kaya lang, imbestigahan nyo rin yung ngayon. Kaya nyo bang imbestigahan ang Pangulo? Kaya nyo bang imbestigahan si Romualdez? Kaya nyo bang imbestigahan si Sandro Marcos? Yung mga napangalanan doon, Senate President Soto, mga napangalanan. Yan. Kaya ayaw talaga. Walang permanent commission. Ang ganda sana mayroong permanent commission na may ngipin, may contempt powers para imbestigahan ang mga pagnanakaw, hindi lang sa flood control, kundi sa lahat na infrastructure projects. Di ba ang ganda? Priority daw. Promise niya priority. Ngayon, isinara na, wala na. Natulog na. Talagang binudol-budol lang tayo talaga ng Pangulo. And I agree. Congresswoman De Lima, hindi natin sila tatantanan. Nagkaisa na po ang religious sector sa suporta sa Brave 18 Marines. Nauna na po ang Iglesia ni Cristo. Sumunod ngayon, Roman Catholic, Evangelical, Christians, and Muslim community. Ito, statement of support for Bishop Ephraim Tendero. Ito pong si Bishop Ephraim Tendero, kilala ko ito ng matinong bishop ng mga evangelical Christians. Siya po ang tumayong witness doon sa Brave 18 Marines sa kanilang affidavit. Hindi yan pipirma itong matinong bishop kung hindi siya naniniwala sa sinasabi ng mga Brave 18 Marines. We the undersigned members of the Religious Leaders Council for National Transformation. Para basahin ko muna yung mga pumirma, mga bigatin. Most Reverend Roberto Gaa, Bishop ito ng Novaliches. Bishop Roberto Gaa. Bishop Gerardo Alminaza sa San Carlos, Diocese of San Carlos. Bishop Jose Colin Bagaporo, Episcopal Commission on Interreligious Dialogue. So, tatlong Catholic bishops na yan, Roman Catholic. Ito na yung Evangelical Christians. Most Reverend Noel A. Pantonha, National Director, Philippine Council of Evangelical Churches. Kilala ko rin ito. Matinong bishop ito. Miss Menian Mata Kalob, General Secretary, NCCP. Nakalimutan ko na yung meaning. Mga Evangelical Christians din ito. Reverend Father Antonio Labiao Jr., Vicar General for Pastoral Affairs, Diocese of Novaliches. Father Albert Delbo, President, Manila Ecclesiastical Province School Systems Association. Imam May imam tayo. Imam Ebra Moksher, National President, ICPI. Imam is a Muslim religious leader. Reverend Father Wilmer Joseph Treya, Head Secretariat of RLCNT. And then Imam Alim Nagub Taher, Grand Mufti of National Capital Region. Wow! Mga bigatin po ang mga pumirma. Suporta sa mga kapatiran natin, buong Iglesia ni Cristo, naniniwala sa pahayag ng Brave 18, kaya nananawagan sila na imbestigahan. Sa statement of support na ito, ganon din. Nananawagan sa Ombudsman at Blue Ribbon na imbestigahan ang pahayag ng Brave 18 Marines. Ito, basahin ko na. We, the undersigned members of Religious Leaders Council for National Transformation, representing voices from the Roman Catholic, Protestant or Evangelical, parehas lang yan, Protestant and Muslim faith communities, come together in humility and prayerful concern for our beloved nation. In spirit of brotherly support, we affirm Bishop Ephraim Tendero, a respected servant of the gospel, for his willingness to serve as witness to the signing of an affidavit by 18 individuals who presented themselves as former members of the Philippine Marines. We recognize that Bishop Tendero acted in good conscience to attest only to the voluntary nature of their act of signing before a notary public without vouching for the veracity of the contents of their statements. We hold Bishop Tendero in high regard for his long-standing integrity, his commitment to truth, and his service to the broader Christian community, both here and abroad. We stand with him as he faces scrutiny on this matter, trusting that his motives were pure and guided by the desire to uphold due process. At the same time, ito na, panawagan na. We humbly yet firmly appeal to the Honorable Office of the Ombudsman to examine this case with comprehensive fairness and impartiality. We respectfully urge that the investigation consider the full context and all relevant parties involved rather than focusing solely on those who have come forward with allegations. True justice requires that every claim be weighed carefully and that no stone be left unturned in pursuit of the facts. Ito naman, kay Lacson. We likewise respectfully call upon the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee to undertake a thorough, open, and public inquiry into the claims made by these 18 individuals. Such a transparent process would allow our people to hear directly from those involved and to discern the truth for themselves. The allegations concern an enormous sum amounting to hundreds of billions of pesos said to be public funds intended for the welfare of our nation. If even a portion of these claims proves to be true, the amount involved could have profound implications, including the capacity to safeguard our economy against crises such as those affecting our oil supplies. The Filipino people are sovereign stewards of these resources, deserve nothing less than full clarity and accountability. In prayer and hope, we entrust this matter to God's justice and wisdom. May truth prevail, may corruption be exposed wherever it exists, and may our leaders, both in government and in society, be guided toward righteousness and the common good. Ito ang ganda yung last statement. Linisin lahat mula taas hanggang baba. Hindi dahil sa galit, kundi dahil sa pagmamahal sa bayan at sa katotohanan. Marami pong salamat mga Most Reverend Bishops, Imam. Laking suporta ito. Sana pakinggan kayo ng Ombudsman at ang Senate Blue Ribbon Committee.